Hi, everybody. I'm Tanya Bragin. I run product and marketing at ClickHouse, and we're live at Open House, our inaugural user conference in San Francisco, California. I'm joined by Ryan Delgado from Ramp. Ryan and I have known each other now for quite a while. I met him at our New York meetup that Ramp hosted, and subsequently we engaged in a user council. But I'll let Ryan introduce himself. So if you wouldn't mind sharing your role at Ramp and just what brings you to Open House.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Ryan. I'm on the engineering team at Ramp, and I lead our data platform team. We're focused on building infrastructure and tools that enable Ramp to realize value from data. Three core use cases: offline analytics, online analytics, and machine learning and AI. And so ClickHouse is at the core of our strategy for our online analytics and some of our AI use cases. And I'm here at Open House to learn more. What features am I not using with ClickHouse that could really unlock more value for us, and to just meet other ClickHouse professionals and expand my network.
That's great. Hopefully you're enjoying the event.
Yeah.
I'm curious we've made a number of announcements here at the event, and I know the sessions aren't over yet. We're still in the midst of them. We haven't yet seen the AI session, but so far throughout the day, is there any particular announcement or something just that you learned that you're excited about?
I mean, actually, two of the most recent presentations from Robert and Melvin about the improvements that they've made to joint performance, and then also the deep integrations with data lakes, particularly Iceberg. Those have been really exciting. So I think that could improve how we use ClickHouse significantly.
Interesting. Why joins? Like, why would joins be interesting for you in your use cases?
Well, I mean, traditionally OLAP databases, they haven't been amazing at joins. And so ClickHouse powers a reporting feature within Ramp. Really critical technology. To get around the, it used to be poor performance of joins. We would perform a query against ClickHouse and then a second query against Postgres to account for that and to perform an in-memory join. But I mean, if we could just co-locate the data within ClickHouse and perform that join within ClickHouse, that simplifies the architecture significantly, and also the development process for that feature. So that's exciting.
Well, I'd be excited to connect with this after the event. Definitely, we're investing a lot in joins. What Robert showed in particular was TPCH results. This is a benchmark that's very join heavy, and previously we couldn't even run all the queries necessarily. So we've added, first of all, compatibility and feature support to run every query in that benchmark, and also just subsequently make performance improvements in every release. In fact, Alexei, our co-founder and creator of ClickHouse, has vowed that in every release call, there's going to be something around joins. So if you don't join the monthly release calls and you're interested in joins, definitely start joining them and learning more. And definitely more to come. This is just the first benchmark. There's other benchmarks that we'll be focused on. And the reason we're doing it is exactly like you said, when it comes to not just real-time analytics within an application, but more general purpose analytics, especially internally. Joins, and specifically automatically optimized joins, are a must. So that's why we're investing so heavily. Are there any other topics that are top of mind for you, just more broadly, ClickHouse aside, in the data space? Something that your teams are thinking about, any shifts that you're watching and just kind of preparing for?
I'm watching Iceberg very closely. I think it's a really exciting technology. A lot of the problems that we have moving data around with the Ramp, they're data interoperability problems at the core. So moving data from Postgres to ClickHouse or to Snowflake, or moving from maybe in the other direction from Snowflake to Postgres. It'd be great if we actually had just maybe a singular table format that different query engines could interact with, and then an easy way to both read from and write to this table format in the different query engines. And so that's something that I'm keeping a close eye on. The announcements with ClickHouse today were really exciting on potentially, let's say, write integration in the future. So
that's
really
right.
About that. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's really interesting about Iceberg integration, kind of how it came about. It was actually originally a community contribution.
Yeah.
And it appeared, I think at this point, like 2 years ago, and we, of course, whenever a contribution shows up as a pull request, it's never the case that we just merge it. Usually for something very big, our core engineers work for months to kind of improve it and alter it, get into a mergeable state. And that's what we did with Iceberg. But of course, Iceberg, it's a whole ecosystem of capabilities. So this initial PR, it just added very basic support for reads, didn't support any catalog features. So since this ecosystem continued to evolve, we've seen a lot more interest. We've been investing heavily. At this point, we have a group of engineers, a whole team working on Iceberg compatibility. Similar to joins, you'll see us announce a new capability every month. Not only Iceberg, by the way, Delta Lake is also there. There's a whole ecosystem of catalogs and vendors, of course. And so we as a database provider have to track all of that, integrate with all of that. But the benefit, like you said, is as this type of architecture continues to grow, the opportunity for us is to be the best real-time analytical query engine for Iceberg, which is just very compatible with what we do already. The merge tree format within ClickHouse, while it's not a standard, an open standard, right? It's actually very similar to Iceberg in the way that it operates. So it's a fairly natural use case for us. So it's pretty exciting. We definitely should stay in touch on this topic. Just maybe one last question for you. I hear from my friend, Jake Verdon, who you know very well, that you have a motto at Ramp, and he really wanted me to ask you, what is this motto? And I'm just very curious what he's talking about.
Well, we actually have a few. I mean, grow without fear. It's something that is one of our core values. But I mean, with regards to the ClickHouse specifically, it's been huge for our strategy with our application. And if we ever have a slow query against Postgres, we just say, just OLAP it.
Oh,
we move it to ClickHouse. So it's something we say a lot. So.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It sounds good. All right. Well, thank you, Ryan, for joining us. I don't want to keep you too long. We have a short break and we're going to be back to sessions. But thank you so much for sharing your perspective here at Open House.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.